Hi and welcome to another Pick a Card general reading. Today we're doing a career and life predictions reading. It is going to be general. We're such a big community now. We'll see how specific I can get. We'll see what messages come through. I'm going to be starting with career and then we'll get some life predictions as well. See what's coming up in your life. Yeah, that's it. I don't want to make it more complicated than it is. So 3 groups as usual. I'm using scrunchies today because I realize I've accumulated a little hoard of them. So group 1, you have this sort of navy blue fabric scrunchie. Group 2, you have this satin pinky colored scrunchie. Group 3, you also have this satiny material. It's actually red though. It's a beautiful material. Alright, so feel free to pause the video now if you need more time to figure out which of these 3 groups you're feeling most called towards. The questions we are asking Spirit today are around your career and life. When you know which group you're feeling most called to, check the description box below and join me in your reading. Hi group 1 and welcome. If you chose the navy blue scrunchie, then this is going to be your reading. So today we're asking Spirit for advice and information around your career and life. Please ignore my extremely possessive cat as he strolls past. So you do have 2 songs as well, group 1. Your songs are going to be linked in the description box below. I'm a little unsure as to how these are going to relate to your reading. However, there may be additional messages in those lyrics that are specific for you or your situation. Now, group 1 Spirit, I'm going to start with career. What can you tell me about group 1's career? What's happening in the future for group 1's career, Spirit? What's happening with group 1's career? Alright, I just saw the Magician. It didn't come out yet though. I'm trying to figure out your energy, group 1. What is coming out for group 1, Spirit? Your first card is the Devil. A lot of pentacles. I might just reposition this. I kind of want more space. There we go. Alright, so your first card is the Devil. Interesting. Your energy doesn't feel, I mean, maybe you might be feeling heavy though, but with the Magician flashing itself, I don't get that toxic devil energy. It's more like an addiction to the energy of maybe working. Maybe some of you have the tendency to be workaholics here. We have the 6 of Wands as well, so there is definitely going to be a victory. And guys, I just want to say, this cat has been fed. He's just being very clingy right now. Now, the other cards that you have here, so we have the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is telling me there is going to be a victory. So really what I'm getting with that Devil card is that your hard work will pay off, especially for it to be foreshadowed with the Magician card. Although the Magician card didn't come out, group 1, I feel as though you have been manifesting something in your career or at least in your finances lately. And for the Devil card to be here, it's been almost obsessive. You've been working really hard at this. You've been a slave to your mission, basically. The 6 of Wands is saying there is going to be victory. You're going to have public recognition of some sorts. You're going to be recognized for your efforts, celebrated even for your efforts. Some of you may be reaching some sort of milestone if you're studying or if you are working at the moment in a career. There's going to be some sort of ability to recognize how much effort you've put in. Now we have the 2 of Wands here with the Queen of Cups. So I feel as though there is some sort of jealous energy around you, or that you've had to withdraw from people who look up to you or care about you. The Queen of Cups reversed is kind of telling me that there's some people who feel as though something about your work ethic is a little bit toxic at times. Perhaps you push other people away and it's not easy for them to get to know you on a personal level. Perhaps it's all business for you and you try not to complicate the situation. The 2 of Wands reversed is telling me that you're almost either really, really sure of your future, or it's almost like you know you have options but you're not addressing them. Like there's only one clear outcome for you. That's what I'm picking up for a majority of you, group 1. There is something in specific in regards to your career that you are working towards. You're dedicating all of your effort and energy towards that. The Lovers card here is saying there's going to be a major decision coming up. That's what this card embodies. It is about making a major decision, and there's something very liberating about this decision as well. It's like an ascension, moving forward to the next chapter of your life. Excuse me. In the major arcana, the Lovers card represents the first decision that the Fool makes without or independently, should I say. So I feel as though this is a big decision. It has something to do with your independence. It has something to do with you releasing yourself from the expectations of other people. And, oh my God, he's being ridiculous. I'll just see if he calms down. Thank God. It's about releasing yourself from the expectations of others, really. This is a big decision, though, so I'm a little bit curious to know what that decision is. Let me move that away. Gotta make room for the Lovers here. So what else can you tell us about what is coming up for Group 1's career spirit? Oh, hello. All right. Okay, so this is going underneath the Devil. We have the Seven of Wands reversed. So some of you are trying to, okay, this is, for it to be under the Devil card, it feels like there's a little bit of a stubborn energy around you when it comes to your career. It's like you are being forced to be flexible. Well, look at what the state of the world. I mean, a lot of us are being forced to be flexible. Something has changed and it's hard to accept it. It hasn't deterred your energy. You're still feeling incredibly passionate, but it's like you have to fight for it even more now. And your energy is waning, if I'm honest. This card is reversed because you don't really know how much longer you can do this. It's like you're struggling to keep up, and maybe they are expectations. Maybe you do feel like a bit of a slave to your job right now, and the expectations are getting ridiculous, like you can't meet them. Now, there's something about, with the Six of Wands, when you're being recognized for your efforts, it's something that you do outside of your comfort zone. Maybe you think you do this all the time, but it's like people catch you at just the right time doing just the right thing, and it gives you the credit that you deserve. The Four of Swords reversed is kind of telling me that what could have, or what used to be a private sort of moment or something that you did by yourself is somehow being shared with others in a way that you can be recognized for your efforts. I feel as though you're incredibly tired and yet incredibly determined, Group 1. Like, the energy here is so resilient, and I really feel this feeling of like not wanting to give up. There is some sort of goal that a majority of you are working towards, and it all sort of leads to this liberation here, this independent decision, this independent choice. What else can you tell me about Group 1's career? Now, I see a lot of energy here. I'm not seeing a lot of pentacles, so you guys might be fire signs. You may be a Capricorn with that Devil energy, but I just feel like, yeah, we got the Hermit now reversed. So there are pentacles here. This is a Virgo card. Some of you are very withdrawn from the people who care about you in order to meet your success. Some of you in particular are working towards this goal so that you can have an opportunity with someone who you see as a Queen of Cups character, someone who is quite loving or devoted. It's like you have to be away from them in order to achieve your goals. But for most of you, I feel that you keep the ones that you loved at an arm's length, or you can't really be as close to them as you want to because you've got to achieve your career right now. You've got to tick these expectations. This Hermit card reverse is saying that a lot of you are being very withdrawn from your social life at the moment, from the people who care about you or who you care about. You're having to pull away and not be as involved in their lives as you may have been in the past. It's a temporary choice, though, and you are learning a lot in this process. It's actually helping you recover as well. Now, the Emperor is clarifying the Lovers. So really, this decision that you make with the Lovers is going to boost your confidence incredibly, Group 1. You are going to feel so confident. You're going to feel so liberated. There's this real feeling of independence and gaining control over your situation. It's bigger than finances. It's bigger than career. It's about gaining control over you and your situation. You are going to be leveling up at the end of this. There's this feeling of For some of you, you'll be completing some kind of study, or you'll be making a career move. Some of you seem to be weighing up travel as well, although that is at a delay with that Two of Wands reversed. There's definitely something that you're so set on here, and you're not going to give up. You do feel like a slave to your job, though, at the moment, but you are going to be recognized for your efforts. I'm not seeing any pentacles in terms of money, but I feel like you're so determined energetically. Bottom deck energy for you is the Queen of Swords reversed, so you have withdrawn. There's this feeling of coldness, like your line is dead on your end. You're so determined. You're so focused on your career that like you're not really communicating with a lot of people. This is also a warning. In order to achieve your goals career-wise, you may need to really exercise effective communication here. Say what you need to say exactly when you want to say it. There's this feeling as though communication is a little bit at the moment with some of the people that you're having to work with. I feel like a majority of you don't really interact with a lot of people when you do work around them. It feels like you just kind of have a set group of people that you work with. I'd be surprised if you interact with a lot of customers or clients or consumers. It kind of feels like you do your own thing. Like your work is paying the bills, but it doesn't seem to be creating an abundance of wealth right now. It's more about getting onto the desired career path. Like I feel that even though we've got Capricorn and Virgo energy here, now we've got Aries with the Emperor as well. There's a bit of Gemini with the Lovers, but really you're not that focused on the money anymore. It's like you have to do all of this in order to make this decision, in order to be independent and able to move forward in control of your situation. It's like the career for you is just ticking a box right now. You're not that passionate about the money. You want the success, but not the money. You don't even want the fame, it's just the money. So I really do think that with your job, with your career, make sure that you're communicating effectively here. There's this feeling as though you want to sort of just be concise and short and not have to over-explain yourself, and I don't think that you need to, but it's just a warning that the Queen of Swords can come across as very rude at times because not a lot of people understand that communication style. So instead of really just cutting people down a peg because you don't have the time to explain it, make sure that you're at least getting that message through clearly and effectively. I'm going to see if I can get any more information. So what can you tell me about Group 1's career, Spirit? What's going on in their career? All right, so here's our Capricorn energy. The end of a tough cycle approaches, but it's reversed. So I feel like this has been a long time coming for a lot of you. You've been working on this for so long. You do feel like you've been chained to this mission. A slave to your work. You can't see the end, but the end is coming, Group 1, and it has something to do with you taking the matter into your own hands, standing up for what you believe in, accepting that praise when it comes to you, because you will be recognized for something. People are going to celebrate something that you've done, all your hard work here. And then I think that an important reflection moment comes here. There's something about you wanting to be more involved in some sort of personal situation, and because of the amount of energy that you're investing in your work, you can't. So the Hermit here is like making you realize how withdrawn and isolated you are. You kind of take your matters back into your own hands here with the Lovers and the Emperor. There's going to be a major decision here that has to do with your independence and gaining your power back. So Capricorn energy here is saying that this cycle is ending, but you do need to accept control over the things that you can control. Some of you are choosing to stay stuck in this situation for much longer than you need to be. Also, it's about your perception here. It feels like you don't get enough rest. You feel like you have to meet these expectations and you're not actually getting enough you time with this Four of Swords reversed. You need more rest. You want to be able to just, it's not even about like going out and drinking or anything like that. Maybe you would like to with the Devil here, but you just want more rest. Like I feel like some of you aren't sleeping well because you have to just put so much energy into your work right now. Oh, goodness. So your other card is be bold and make the first move, which is cardinal moon. So if you are a Capricorn or perhaps a Cancer, I can't remember which of the air and earth signs are cardinal as well, but just know that there's something about you that you seem to kind of lose yourself in your work at times, and you seem to let the process get the better of you, that you forget how independent and how powerful you actually are. You have the ability to take back control here of your career and of what you want to invest your energy in. There's something about this period that makes you realize that you're not happy. And while you're getting success, maybe while you're getting praise, your emotions aren't being met. Your feelings aren't being met. What you need emotionally isn't being met. So you kind of seem to be, a lot of you are changing something pretty drastic in your life in order to be happy. And it's not about the money anymore. It's like you just can't physically meet those expectations anymore. Group 1 Spirit, any more information on what is next in Group 1's career? Hello. All right. So, if you've been thinking about something for a while, this Aries card here, this Emperor down the bottom, is really calling you to step into your power and take action. The thing that you are manifesting is coming to you. It's calling for you to take action over what you can control. We have a win-win outcome is forecast, a full moon in Libra. We're actually entering Libra season very soon as well. So I just feel as though you will need to balance the scales here. Your emotions, you're not happy in your current work situation. I feel like it's out of balance, especially with your first card being the Devil card. You're a slave to your job right now and you're not happy. If there's something that you've been working towards, it will pay off. The energy and effort that you're putting in is going to pay off, but you need to be bold and make the first move. Your last card is you are so close to achieving your goal, Gibbous Moon. So we're nearly hitting that full moon energy. At the time that I'm filming this, we're actually closer to a new moon, but maybe by the time you see it, it's going to be a full moon. But listen, this new moon in Aries is really calling you to take action, and you will get your power back with the Emperor there. You're going to be liberated by this important decision that you're making to gain your independence. Now, bottom deck energy is the energy is gaining momentum, a waxing moon reverse. So it's building and it's becoming incredibly frustrating for you, especially with this. That's the energy that I'm getting from this too. It's like you just want to be happy, but you're not. And some of you have like a love interest or someone who has this Queen of Cups energy that you'd rather be closer to, but there's some sort of distance between you. You're struggling to get close to them. For others of you, it's just your emotions right now aren't being met. Your emotions are not being met, and your life in terms of your career is taking far too much from you. All right, now I want to get some life predictions as well. So I just saw the Queen of Pentacles. Can I get some life predictions, please, Spirit? What is going on in Group 1's life? Your career seems to be ruling your life, so I'd be surprised to know if there's much else changing, but let's see what's going on. Group 1 Spirit. What is going on in their life? All right, so the High Priestess. Spirit is calling for you to trust your intuition. That niggling feeling, that gut feeling, your dreams, they're trying to tell you something, Group 1. You can trust what you are feeling. You need more balance. I feel like you're not able to give a lot of time to a lot of people. The Six of Pentacles is here to say that the opportunity to give and receive equally is coming. And my Six of Pentacles card for me is about energy and time. I feel like time is the most lucrative item when you think about it. You can't really buy more of it. You don't know how much of it you have to begin with. And for you, it feels like you're always running out of time with people that you want to spend time with. You're always running out of time. Your life is, you're almost waiting for the moment to be able to spend time with the right people. And I feel like for both of these cards to be upright, that opportunity is coming. You can trust your intuition on that one, because there's something about your dreams that is helping you manifest this. Group 1 Spirit, what is going on in their life? Group 1, what is going on in their life? What was that? The Page of Pentacles reversed. I'm seeing a lot of aces in here. Some of you want to communicate with someone about creating something with them. The Page of Pentacles is about upskilling. This is like an apprenticeship or traineeship or just gaining more experience in general. For it to be in your life section, I feel as though you want to create memories with certain people. You want to create something substantial, like you want to be able to literally just create memories. You want to be able to communicate and spend more time and energy with certain people. But for it to be reversed, you're not being assertive with that energy. You're not going to be the first one to reach out and communicate that. The page is someone who delivers messages, and communication is reversed here. So you want so much for yourself. Your life right now is frustrating because you're putting so much energy into everything that you think you can control, but you're not getting enough back, and it's just exhausting you. Your intuition is trying to tell you to really just trust that everything is happening for you and not to you. I really feel like there's a lot going on in the background for you. I can sympathize in the fact that there's a lot about your situation, Group 1, that you cannot control, and I think that you're being very what's the way to describe it? You're really trying to put your energy into the things that you can control. I think that this year hasn't been easy for anyone, but you're at a situation now where you're really feeling that emotional impact of this year and some of the decisions that you made at the beginning of this year. And I feel that most of you didn't realize how incredibly important those decisions were until your whole life was flipped upside down, basically. And now for you, it's about creating memories and making time for people who matter. I feel as though money isn't too much of an object for you. You want to be comfortable, sure, but it's more about creating something successful for yourself. I think that energetically right now, you just feel quite tired but determined. You feel quite close to achieving something. I think that communication in your life is strange. You're not really connecting with the people that you want to connect with. Is anything shifting, Spirit? What is shifting for Group 1's life? You kept showing me aces. What is shifting for Group 1's life? There they are. All right, so we have the Ace of Swords. You have a moment of clarity here. You have an opportunity to communicate. There's this feeling as though, see, the Ace of Swords is so fleeting. There's a real fast energy about the swords, not quite as fast moving. There's something frustrating about you need to say something. You need to get something off your chest, Group 1, and that opportunity is coming. It's going right beneath the High Priestess, so your intuition is spot on. That opportunity is coming, and it's really important that you speak from your heart about that. You don't need to over-explain yourself. In fact, a lot of the things that you've been fearing about this opportunity aren't going to be real. I think that you have conjured up the worst case scenario in your mind and in your dreams at times, but the reality of the situation is this is going to work in your favor. Spirit is saying less is more when you communicate. Your worst case scenario isn't going to come true. We have the Two of Pentacles here beneath the Six of Pentacles. So some of you are concerned that you don't have room in your life to be able to give time and energy. I think you'll be pleased to know that if you have lost something recently, it has been to make room for something else more important. And I want to be really careful and say, I'm not talking about it's something little, like something that you did on the weekends is no longer possible. Something that you normally did after work is no longer appealing. You've lost something in your life in order to make room, in order for you to be able to juggle the people who matter to you, and making time for the people who matter to you. The Page of Pentacles we have being clarified by the Page of Wands. So what is shifting is this frustration here, this desire to create memories and moments with people is going to be achieved. There's something quite creative about this. You need to get creative with your strategy here. What you're doing right now isn't working. So you need to get creative. How can you make this work for you? It could be quite passionate as well. For some of you, it's like love interest that you want to spend more time with. For others of you, it's literally just your family. It's your friends. It's people who you care about. You just want to make more room for them in your life. Get really creative here. Where you're not able to see them physically, is there another way that you can connect with them? This Page of Wands is indicating the need to really get creative in how you express or how you fulfill these needs of yours. You may not be able to see them in person, but you could always Skype them instead. You could always message them on other apps instead. Apparently there's another idea that you would have, most of you will be able to think of something better than what I just thought of. But last card here with the 8 of Wands reversed is being clarified by the 3 of Cups. Interesting. Oh, okay, so this couldn't come quick enough for you, Group 1. You have a reunion coming at the end here, at the end of your spread. The Ace of Swords is saying that some sort of information is going to come to you. You're going to contemplate for a little while and think, can I do this? Can I pull this off? My work is so intense. Am I able to meet this? Am I able to meet them? Am I going to make it there? Some of you need to travel in order to make this happen, but it's something that you really want to do. There's a creative solution. There's a way to get what you want without neglecting your responsibilities with this Page of Wands. There's a way to get the best of both worlds. It's going to be a tight ship. It's like running a, is that the right, I don't think that's the right, I don't know, what is it? Running a tight ship? Does that make sense? Maybe that's not the right phrase, but it's gonna be a little bit tricky, but it's gonna pay off because you're going to have a reunion with these people. With people who matter to you. You're going to have a fun moment. Some of you, it's literally just having a couple of drinks with some close friends. For others of you, it's about reconnecting with like a romantic or love interest. For others of you, it's about just seeing your friends again, seeing your family again in a fun setting. And it can't come quick enough with that 8 of Wands on the top. You want this to happen now. You're like dreaming about it. Like, please, I just want to make time. I just want to spend time with these people and have the opportunity to make memories with them. Yeah, for some of you, this is definitely romantic and you want to think about it later with that Page of Wands. That's my masturbation card. But listen, only take that if it resonates. I feel that for most of you, it's about family and friends. Bottom deck energy is the 7 of Wands. So it's about overcoming your fears. I really feel that you will be successful. I 100% believe that your worst nightmares aren't going to come true. This is actually going to really surprise you with how it's going to play out. I think you're going to be incredibly surprised by how much fun you're going to have at the end of this. You can make this work. It's about rejuggling, shuffling your schedule. Your daily routine doesn't need to be this complicated. Cull out the things that don't matter, because and I feel like this has already happened, Group 1, but the things that don't matter to you, that don't truly ignite your heart space and your values, they're being culled out of your life naturally in order to make room for these people who do matter to you. Group 1 Spirit, can I get any more information about, okay, so we have Strength and Wide Open reversed. So you are strong. Some of you are not really understanding it, or some of you have forgotten how strong you are. Some of you need to be stabilized. And I just say this because I'm looking at the 44 at the bottom. You are incredibly strong. And I think that you do know that, but there's this feeling as though you've been uprooted recently. You just want to rest. You want to have fun, and then you just want to rest. Like, I think that your life right now, it's hard to get on top of your energy levels. You just feel exhausted quite frequently. To be honest, I'm not feeling that exhausted energy. Throughout your reading, I am almost feeling like uncomfortably anxious. Like, I just want to do things. And I do have things to do after this reading, but I just kind of want to do them now. Like, I'm feeling impatient. I'm feeling almost impulsive. Like, some of the things that I was putting off until tomorrow, I want to do them now. It's like you're out here wanting to tick boxes. You're saying, like, rest is for the weak, or I'll get through this. I just need to get through that, and I get through that, and get through this, and then I can have this. So I think that there's this real impatience around you, but don't underestimate the value of sleep with this card. You do need to allow yourself time for your physical body to rest. Some of you do quite strenuous work, it's quite taxing on your body. So do make sure that you're looking after yourself, that you're fueling yourself appropriately, and just balancing your energy when you do have your downtime. Now we have wide open reverse. So I feel like your future is so set for you. You know that there's uncertainty always. You know that you have options, but you're on a very clear path. And for you, it's this or nothing. You really just want to achieve this. You're so determined to achieve this, Group 1. It's you're literally, you've been standing on this cliff for ages and you're I know what I want, just make it happen already. You're not exactly leaping or anything. You're not gonna, I feel like you are putting in the energy and effort to do things on your end to try to make this happen. But there is still this element of you're only going halfway and you're waiting for the universe to meet you there, meet you halfway. You're not just going to take a complete leap of faith into this thing that you want to do. I feel like you have to kind of hold back a little bit for whatever reason. And this has to do with your life. It's you're doing your behind the scenes work and you're trusting that the universe is doing its behind the scenes work in order for this to happen. I got so excited when I saw this card. This reunion energy is really exciting for you. I want to get you a couple more cards. We have Golden Palace. Interesting. This is the number 23. We had 23, 42 and 44. 23 might be significant for you. It's less than 31, so it could be a birth date or it could be a date to look out for in September or something like that. Now, Golden Palace is really kind of telling me... this card is confusing, if I'm honest. Golden Palace, if you just say that, I think of abundance and prosperity and an element of emperor, nature. Someone who's quite wealthy or successful would live in a golden palace. Someone who has a lot of responsibility would live in a golden palace. And yet it looks so abandoned. It looks like it's hard to get there. It looks like it's not open to the world. It looks like I wouldn't want to live there because that's a little bit terrifying. Why does it have all of those vines outside? Why is it so ominous? Why are the windows so dark? Is there any light in there? It feels like you've accumulated success recently and you're still not happy because you haven't been able to share it with anyone. If I'm honest, it feels like you're at a point where you can see the future, and if you continue on this way, you're going to have your success by your own. And so it's only amplifying this loneliness, this longing for connection, this wanting to create memories with people who matter to you and giving more time to the people who matter to you. Because what's the point in having the newest car or the flashiest computer if you don't have anyone to show it to? You're really kind of second guessing your wealth, your career, and what matters to you. Bottom deck energy is magic stream. This is about secrets. This is about intuition. This is about trusting the unknown, accepting what you can and cannot control. I do feel that there is so much going on here. This magic stream kind of gives me this energy of if you were to drink that water or if you were to take a bath in that water, it would just make all your dreams come true. That's what I feel when I see this card. There's this feeling as though don't lower your expectations for yourself, Anything is possible with this card. Imagine the best case situation because it is happening. It can happen for you. And I do feel like there is so much going on in the background here. You were right to trust your intuition. The opportunity for clarity is coming. The opportunity for peace is coming. You can pull this off. You don't need to live like this forever. Your happiness is coming. So Group 1, I hope that resonated. I hope that made sense for you. It was a very different reading to what we usually do on this channel, but I do love these kinds of readings. It really challenges my intuition. As always, you are the expert in your life. Take what resonates and don't let the rest take from you. Look after yourselves, Group 1, and I'll see you in another video. Bye! Hi Group 2, and welcome. If you chose this pink satin scrunchie, then this is going to be your reading. So Group 2, we are doing something super different than what we usually do on this channel. I have done this video once or twice before, But we're going to be focusing on your career and then your life as well. Hopefully getting some predictions, some confirmations, and a bit of advice. So I'm going to start with your career. So Spirit Group 2, what is going on in their career? Oh, that was quick. We got the Four of Swords reversed. Okay. Yeah, I really feel it with you guys. Group 1 had this energy as well, but for you, for this card to come out first, I'm just so tired. Like, there's this feeling as though when this card came out for Group 1, it was like you don't get enough rest. And I feel that tenfold for you, Group 2. This is something that you dream about as soon as you leave your bed. You're just like, please, when can I go back there? When can I go back there? For some of you, it's like a weird feeling because you want that, but at the same time, you don't want that. Like, there's this feeling as though with the Four of Swords reversed, I sometimes get a call to action come to mind, you know, like when you've been sleeping for too long or when you've been lying down for too long, you kind of just want to make something happen, but it feels like it's not taking off with this Fool reversed. It feels like it's not happening. You dream about it, perhaps, you think about it a lot, but it's like you are also not wanting to leap into the unknown. You don't want to look like a fool. You don't want to fail. You don't want to lose, basically. We have the Page of Wands here. So get really creative. That's the energy that I'm feeling with the Page of Wands today. It's this feeling as though you need to creatively express your concerns and desires here. In terms of your career, some of you may be taking on like a creative trade or an apprenticeship. A page can reflect someone who is learning something practically, like you're learning on the job. You might be starting something new with this page. It might be something in the creative industry, or it might just be something that you never imagined yourself doing before. There's something about this that gives you the passion to actually want to go to work, because it's like some of you may have been unemployed for quite some time, or you just feel like you're just not where you want to be, or you weren't where you wanted to be. You didn't want to look foolish though, so instead of like going outlandish with your actions, instead of aspiring to be the CEO, you've taken on this lesser trade here with the hopes that it will eventually lead to something more substantial. Not seeing many pentacles yet though. Group 2 Spirit, what is going on in their career? Group 2. We have the Two of Cups. Okay, interesting for a career proposition. All right, so Two of Cups talks about compromise, okay? If you are being offered something like recently or in the recent future, if you are going to be offered something, be it a new position or a contract or some sort of incentive, perhaps a new working schedule, perhaps a friend reaches out to you and tells you about a job opportunity, really make sure that you're coming together and getting your needs met. Now, this is upright, so I do think that that is going to happen. But it's just a firm reminder that you are an individual with your individual needs, even if it is a close friend offering you this job or this position or referring you. Make sure that your individual needs are being met. I think this job could make you quite happy though, Group 2. I think at the time that I'm saying it, you're almost getting more tired at the thought of it. It's something that maybe you've lost a lot of sleep over. Maybe some of you have been really struggling to get work for quite some time. The Page of Wands is asking for you to be creative with how you try to achieve this goal, because what you're doing right now isn't working and you don't want to look foolish by making this huge risk. So just get a bit creative with the way that you put yourself out there. A friend could help you out with this Two of Cups. Someone from your past might be able to help you. I just feel as though this is going to be something that aligns you to your path with the Two of Cups. That's quite a significant card. There's something familiar about this work. There's something about this work that feels like it was just meant to be. But remember that you are an individual and make sure that your needs in this workplace are being met. The Two of Cups, I really, really feel like it could have something to do with a friend. There's something weirdly familiar about that situation unfolding. It feels somewhat familiar, and yet you also feel inexperienced at the same time. Group 2 Spirit, what can you tell me about their career? What's going on in their career? All right. Oh, it wants to flip. Yes? Well, yes and no. So there's something about... Oh, I see. All right. This is going beneath the Four of Swords. So the reason why it came out reversed was because there's frustration and impatience right now. You want to move forward, but you just can't. You're feeling very stuck. But the reason why I'm showing it to you upright is because you can expect communication coming in very, very soon. Communication is coming in. It has to do with this Page of Wands. It could be something creative. It's going to be something that you're passionate about. It's going to be something that you're secretly anticipating or hoping for. It is going to come in to stir you from this too secure place. You know, you're almost like getting stuck in this Four of Swords energy. You just wanted out of that Four of Swords energy. So it is coming towards you, and it's coming very fast. In terms of your career, it could be a new opportunity. I'm really feeling that if you are in a job right now, you're not happy. And this is coming to you to tell you that you don't have to continue this. There's a new opportunity coming. Communication is coming. It could be a familiar person connecting with you and telling you about this work. But it is going to be passionate. It's something that you're passionate about. Okay, so the Fool reverse is saying that you may offend somebody by stepping out of the situation that you're currently in. With this Page of Cups, there's this feeling as though you need to like step out of a commitment. Perhaps you are changing jobs. For whatever reason, it's like, I'm doing this, but I don't want to be doing this, so I have to leave. You're putting in your notice. You're telling them that you're out. Some of these people, it affects you in a way that you feel like you need to apologize. You feel guilty about this. You feel a little bit like a fool. Perhaps some people don't condone this decision. Some of these people might be quite close to you. Family might be telling you, you know, why would you give up a good job like that? Or why would you give up a sweet deal like that? And the truth is, it wasn't a sweet deal for you. You're exhausted all the time. You weren't happy with it. You were looking for something more in tune with your passion, something you're more connected to, and it is going to pay off with that Page of Wands upright. But this situation is going to be difficult initially. Some people don't understand your decision, and you are going to be feeling like a little bit of a fool with that card being there as well. That you're going to be second guessing that decision. But just know that the Fool is like something that you're being called to do. You're being shown your correct path. I feel as though it's reversed because in that moment you feel quite foolish and people are telling you that you're a little bit of a fool, like why would you do that? But just trust, you are being called towards the right path. So group 2 spirit, what's going on in their career? And it mightn't even be that you have to switch jobs. It might be that within that one company you apply for a different position, you know, or you choose a different pay schedule. Maybe you decide you want to go back to work instead of working from home. Maybe you decide that you want to work at a different store altogether, but same company. Maybe you decide you do want to switch careers. Maybe instead of working what you were doing, even though you had experience there for quite some time, you want to take on a different role because that's more in tune with your passion. I feel that some of you may have like a university degree that you weren't ever able to use, and this opportunity is going to help you use that degree and get out of a job that you were stuck in for quite some time. Now, the card that just came out was the Two of Wands. So this is something that you have been thinking about. It is very different. Stepping into this Page of Wands, this new creative passion is going to be very different to the future that you had imagined or that other people had imagined for you, group 2. There's something about this that is going to change your future. And it's not a bad thing, but it is scary initially because you do worry about how stable this will be. Now, I feel that this is going to give you a lot of happiness. Again, I'm not seeing any pentacles here, but it's something that you're passionate about. It's something that you feel happy to go to work to do, you know. There's something about this that could be rather flexible. Maybe you have a flexible working routine that is going to help you feel more... I think your balance, your work-life balance will be better because you have somewhat of a flexible routine. But for most of you, it's just about working in the sector or in a job that you actually want to do. You know, there's a passion here and I still feel incredibly tired as I'm saying this, but I just feel like you're going to have this renewed sense of passion with that Page of Wands. There's a bit of fear there because the page isn't the most experienced person, but that doesn't mean that they don't they can't learn along the way, which makes me think that some of you have a degree that you haven't been able to use yet. You have knowledge, but you just haven't been able to use it practically yet. Group 2, Spirit, what can you tell me about their career? Group 2, please. What's going on in their career? All right, Group 2, please. What's going on in their career? Now, we have the Ace of Swords. Where did I say swords? Excuse me. We have the Ace of Wands with the Magician and the Six of Swords. That's probably why. All right, so there is a repurposing of old energy here with that Two of Cups. It might be a friend that tells you about this job. It might be an old colleague. It might be someone that you just know. You don't know them very well, though. They come in and they tell you about this job, and it almost seems too good to be true at first. This job is going to help you. It is going to help you get a sense of peace in your life with that Six of Swords. It is going to help you move away from a situation that you felt obliged to be in. It's going to get you out of the rut is what I'm feeling, Group 2. But this Ace of Wands is exciting for you. It's a renewed sense of passion and purpose. It's going to be a repurposing of old energy, which is why I feel that some of you have been either wanting to do this for some time, or you had that intention a long time ago to do this. The Magician card, it feels too good to be true, but just know that with this card, it's about recognizing your power, and you might need to fake it until you make it, but you are going to be happy here. Don't discredit the knowledge that you do have, all right? You might need to use a bit of smoke and mirrors in order to get in, but once you're in, it's going to be something that you are going to be very happy about. And you might need to travel in order to do this position. There's something about this position that, there seems to be travel or some kind of flexible working routine with that. That's what I'm picking up. There's this feeling as though it's going to be more suitable to your needs. That's why it feels too good to be true, Group 2. Bottom deck energy is judgment, the truth, the message is being delivered. This is about pulling you onto your right path. You weren't happy before, and this is really about realigning you to what you want. Now, we have surrender to the divine, full moon, full stop. There's no signs on this one. Your advice in terms of your career is surrender to the divine. When you hear that horn blow, when the truth is revealed, surrender to the divine. You deserve more than this. You shouldn't be breaking your back for something you don't feel invested in. And it's not just about surviving. You have the opportunity here to do what you want to do in terms of your career, Group 2. All right, what else can you offer in terms of Group 2's career, Spirit? Either information or advice. Group 2's career. We have a fiery climax approaches. Yeah, you're walking away from something and you almost want to apologize, or you are really diplomatic about that. The emotions are a little unsettled with the Page of Cups reversed. Perhaps some of you do end up being less diplomatic with your words than you should with this fiery climax. But it is going to give you the fire that you need to live the life that you deserve, It's about reigniting that spark. A fiery climax approaches. The Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, Eight of Wands, and you have the Two of Wands. Realigning yourself on your true life path, really, Group 2. Where you're at the moment isn't where you are meant to be. And we have look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius, expect the unexpected, and pay attention to the signs as they come. But definitely look at the bigger picture with the Sagittarius card. There is more out there for you specifically, Group 2. You deserve more, and more is coming to you. Now we have you are good enough, but you have to believe that, all right? Some of you are going to feel insecure when you start this opportunity. Some of you are feeling as though you're out of place, and it's natural to feel that when you start something new, but don't let it rule your position. Don't let it show. With this Magician card, you might need to fake it till you make it in terms of the confidence, but you have everything that you need in order to make this happen. With the Magician, you got all the tools that you need, Group 2. Fake that confidence until it comes, because you're very quickly going to realize that this is the path you are meant to be on. And you're going to feel more and more sure of that as each day passes in your new position. All right, Group 2, I'm going to switch over to life now. Let's get some life predictions for us. What's going on in group two's life spirit. I like doing this as well as shuffling, just so that we really don't get the same cards, but we'll see what happens. As soon as I said that, the same card comes out. Group 2 spirit, what can you tell me about their life? Can we get some life predictions, please, for group 2? What can you tell me about group 2's life spirit? What's going on in group 2's life? Alright, we have the Four of Pentacles. Interesting how no Pentacles came out for you when I was talking about your career, and yet as soon as I talk about your life, you get the Four of Pentacles. There's something in your life you don't want to lose. You're really holding on to this. And I feel like it's your routine in general. You've like, I've had enough change. I'm out. This is all the change I can muster. I can't let go of any more. If anything else happens to me, I'm just going to lose my shit. I'm sorry for swearing, but it really feels as though you're clinging on to something. And it could just be your personal space right now, your peace. Some of you feel like you need to protect your peace. Like there are so many things that can easily impact I feel like it's your mental health as well. With that Four of Swords reversed, you're having to be really mindful of your boundaries right now. In terms of your life, your physical health, you're really trying to maintain where you're at. There's something quite challenging about change and just wanting to be healthy as well. Another Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles here, upright. Yeah, there's definitely an impatience. You're expecting something to happen and it hasn't happened yet. And it's like you're waiting for more, and until more happens, you're really holding on to what you do have, but you're not really happy. These two cards tell me that you're not really happy. You're just kind of stuck doing the same thing. Group 2 spirit, what is going on in their life? Temperance. We have Temperance now in the upright. So there is Sagittarius energy here. You might have a Sagittarius person around you who's expecting more of your energy, more of your time. I feel like you have every right to be frugal. Temperance came out upright. So yeah, be picky about who you spend time with. There's almost a lot going on outside that you're like, you know what, it's too peoply outside. Like, I just can't be out there today. There's too much chaos in the world. There's too many arguments in my circle. There's too much energy. I don't want to invest into that. I really feel like you're being called to withdraw, actually, to really focus on your own health, your own well-being right now. Don't plant more. All your seeds are planted. You don't need to invest anything else into the situation. There's definitely something here that needs to be resolved with the Five of Wands. And I think that for many of you, you've kind of withdrawn from that situation. It was a challenge, but it wasn't your challenge. You're kind of on the outside looking at all these people fighting with their wands like, oh my God, when is resolution coming? And I think that that's why your career change comes at such a pivotal moment, because the last card in the deck for you was that Six of Swords, which really talks about peace and resolution. And at this point, you're going to be striving for it because you feel like the world is chaos. It feels like, why does it even matter what I do, I'm going to try to just focus on my health, my well-being, and nothing else really matters. Now, the other card is the Four of Swords here in the upright, which I kind of want to pair with this because the energy is so conflicting. Look at that. You're inside snoozing, relaxing, and outside people are fighting. Outside, wands are in the air, arguments are being had, conflict, and you're like, you know what, I can't deal. It's not my battle to fight. And I think that, ironically, I'm someone who, I love advocating, but I feel like it's not about that. It's not about choosing a side for you. It's about, well, there's no right answer. Both of these parties, or all five of these parties, are wrong. So you're not wanting to be involved. And Temperance in the middle here is really confirming that that's what you need to be doing. Just focus on your own energy, balance that energy out. Be very mindful of where you're investing your energy, and you're already doing that. So, maybe this is just the confirmation that you needed. Group 2 spirit, what can you tell me about their life? What's going on in their future life? Group 2, we have the Knight of Wands. This almost came out for your career. Now this is reversed, so there's a lot of Sagittarius energy here. The Knight of Wands is one of my main Sagittarius cards because I get this real unexpected energy with the Knight of Wands. It's this hot and cold energy. You don't really know. It's very spontaneous. There's optimism there. There's a lot of passion there, and yet they can change their minds so quickly. So this is going underneath the Four of Pentacles, which kind of tells me that although you're really clinging on to this, it's not exactly like what you want. Like, your ambitions exceed your current situation. You're settling for what you have because you're acknowledging that it could be a lot worse. But in terms of your life, Group 2, you want more. You want to travel. You want to explore your passions. You want to explore your creative side. You want to express yourself more. You want to just put yourself out there more, but you're having to settle for your current situation because it could be a lot worse. What else can you tell me about Group 2's life, Spirit? What else can you tell me about Group 2's life? And can we get some predictions for their future? Group 2, Spirit, what can you tell me about Group 2? Oh. Okay. There's one card in here in particular, apparently, that needs to come out. Oh, wow, okay. I wasn't expecting it to be this one. So this is going beneath the Seven of Pentacles. This is the Nine of Swords, Group 2. So the energy around this card is sleeplessness. Some of you are actually really struggling with what is happening around the world right now, and you are losing a lot of sleep over it. It actually creates a lot of fear, and it's almost like you just don't want to know anymore. Just don't tell me. I don't want to know. I don't want to see anymore. I've just got to wipe my nose quickly. Ugh. Whenever I channel energy, my nose just gets really fluidy. But that's the feeling that I'm getting, is like there's this underlying exhaustion with you, Group 2. Like, I'm just too exhausted to go out today. I'm just too exhausted to call that person today. I just need to focus on my own mental health right now. I feel like I've given too much to this situation. I'm not making a difference anyway. Like, I didn't sleep well last night. We all have problems, and I know that I'm one of the many drops in this vast ocean of people, but still, I'm not coping. And for some of you, I just want to tell you that this is only temporary, okay? You do need to be reminded of that. I want to acknowledge that the pain that you're experiencing is very real, and I don't want to downgrade that. I don't want to discredit that. But I also just want to emphasize that this situation is temporary. Timing is temporary. It is constantly flowing, and you will get through this. Group 2, Spirit, what can you tell me about Group 2's life? In terms of your dreams, it might be helpful for you to keep a dream journal for a lot of you, just to get it out of your head so that you're not carrying it over, especially if you're experiencing nightmares or night terrors. Write it down. You don't even have to read it again. Just get it out of your head so that you don't have to go to bed with it the next night. Now, the High Priestess here, a lot is happening around you. 100%. Your intuition is like going off. Perhaps you're very empathetic with the Temperance and High Priestess here. You're picking up on a lot of energy. You're picking up on a lot of turmoil, a lot of darkness for you. It's too much. You don't want to go outside. You don't want to do this. You don't want to meet with that person because usually you love them, but when you see them, all they do is dump on you, and you can't take what they're giving you right now. That's a fair assessment, Group 2. Trust your intuition. Withdraw and cleanse yourself. With that Temperance card, perhaps it might be good for you to be really protectful of your energy, not just mindful of who you spend time with, but actually cleanse yourself. Do salt scrubs, salt baths, even just smoke rituals, cleansing your area with some Palo Santo wood or sage, or using tea lights to set intentions for peace and positivity around you. Using crystals to protect you while you are sleeping, putting obsidian in your bag when you go out to help deter negative spirits. Just doing little things like that to really protect your energy, because you feel quite empathetic. It feels like you take on a lot and you're really trying, but it's still affecting you when you sleep, at least. You're still dreaming about things or seeing things. So, your intuition is spot on, and I don't want you to turn that off, because it's also helping you with other areas of your life right now. So be sure that you're protecting yourself as well as being mindful of your energy. So Group 2, Spirit, what can you tell me about their life? What's coming up in Group 2's life? Group 2, please, Spirit. What's coming up in group 2's life? All right. I keep being shown the Three of Swords, so I do want to address that there is some healing in your heart that is slightly unresolved. I feel like you've done a lot of thinking about it, and that's fine, but it might help you to do a little bit more chakra work, a little bit of a heart chakra meditation, some heart chakra affirmations even, just really helping to heal some pain in your heart. You're doing really well, group 2. You're really trying to focus on your own well-being right now, and that is all you should be doing. That is all you can control. You know, you can't control other people's actions. You can't control other people's healing journeys, but you can be a beacon of self-care by ensuring that you look after yourself first. And this is pre-Empress energy. Regardless of gender, you should be putting your needs first. You don't need to involve yourself in these problems. They're bigger than you. You can do your part by really putting your own needs first. And I'm a massive advocate for other people's rights and ensuring, you know, the right voices are being heard in certain situations, but I feel like for you, it's beyond that. It's just draining you. It's taking from you. It's taking advantage of you. So you are right to withdraw. Your life right now should revolve around you, protecting your energy and also being mindful of where you invest your energy in general. Now, this Nine of Pentacles is confirmation that you will be fairly secure in terms of your finances, in terms of your home, in terms of your health, if you have been concerned about that. I think everything that you're doing right now is going to pay off, and it's going to be amplified when you find that yourself surrounded by chaos, you know, and you realize that the people around you are not doing what you're doing. It's really going to become obvious in that moment that, wow, I need to withdraw because they are expecting far too much from me. You don't need to pick a side. It's just about withdrawing and focusing on yourself here. Bottom deck energy is the Ace of Cups, self-love, self-care, self-awareness too. Really allowing yourself to open your heart chakra. And it's not about extending that cup to anyone, really, what I'm feeling. It's about taking this love for yourself, wearing this Ace of Cups as a proud badge on your chest, because you don't owe anybody else this, you owe yourself this. Really embodying self-care for you, group 2. So what I'm seeing is that you are going to attract a lot of happiness, but it isn't going to be an easy road for you. It isn't. And you're very aware of that already, which is why you're in this hoarding mode. You want more for yourself and you deserve more. But the circumstances around you are so big. And at this point in time, although you're not happy, you're also content in the fact that it could be a lot worse. Your life isn't where it wants to be. And it's frustrating, especially at night. You dream about some really horrible things, so make sure you get them out of your head, write them down. You don't even need to read them again, just make sure they don't revisit you the night after. Get them out of your head and focus on protecting your energy, releasing what no longer serves you, and ensuring that you're protecting yourself against more negativity, because you seem to be a beacon. You're very empathetic, and when this moment comes, when arguments are had, when conflict stirs, when people expect you to pick a side, put yourself first. You don't need to be a part of this. You can gracefully bow out and choose love instead of this pain that people are wanting to spread around you. Now I'm going to get some advice for your life. So group 2 spirit, what does group 2 need to hear? What can you tell me about their life? Group 2. We have wishing well. So I just want you to know that what you're hoping for, what you're wishing for, it can't come to you now, but that doesn't mean it won't ever find you. We have all found ourselves in some very uncertain times, and we really don't know what tomorrow holds, what the future holds, what next year is going to be like, you know? What is 2021 going to be like? We don't know, but that doesn't mean we can't wish for more. We can't wish for the best. That doesn't mean that we're going to always be living like this, you know? There is an ending to everything. Inevitably, life goes on. So set your intentions now. Allow yourself to dream big. Accept that the timing is out of your control and focus on your happiness in the meantime with this card. But don't forget to set your intentions, because your wishes will find you. We just can't control the timing. Group 2 spirit, what do they need to hear right now? You have Spirit of Place, 4. And you have 4 and 8 on the other card too. I'm feeling the 4 of Swords with you, group 2. Don't discredit the need to rest. And you might feel like you've been resting a lot lately and you haven't been doing a heck of a lot, but you'd be surprised to know how exhausting it is to have your energy pulled elsewhere. Although your physical body hasn't traveled a lot, your energy has traveled to a lot of different places and into a lot of different people's lives. So don't discredit the need to create a sanctuary for yourself with this card and with the 4 of Swords down here. I'm just really feeling called to remind you to well, exactly where you are is where you need to be, but it's about creating safety for... It's almost like your spirit is still restless, your spirit is still anxious, your body is complacent, but your spirit is still fearful. Really ground yourself in your reality, really ground yourself in your home, create that safe moment, even if it's just by getting lavender, you know, in the home somehow as a spray, or essential oils or some kind of incense that just helps you feel less anxious. It's like your spirit is just really, and it comes out in your dreams. There's a bit of fear there, there's anxiety, there's just restlessness, there's concern, there's exhaustion. Really ground yourself and create a sanctuary for yourself in your own home, group 2. Spirit is indicating with this card that, again, this isn't something that is going to make you permanently happy. You're not, I feel that most of you aren't a homebody, you know, you want to travel, you want to go out there, you want to experience the world, you want to meet people. But right now you really just need to focus on your energy and not allow people to take too much from you, creating a sanctuary at home that you feel comfortable and safe in. Safety, really just comforting your spirit and telling your soul that it is safe, it is protected, you are loved, you are protected, you are safe. And for some of you, that's about incorporating crystals, but for others of you, it's just about creating those sensory feelings. And for me, lavender is something that calms me down. It apparently does that for a lot of people, but I know that logically, and so it also does that for me sensory-wise. As soon as I see or smell lavender, I tell myself I'm calm, because I know that it does that. So it's about doing that for your senses, you know, maybe even just putting on some spooky whale sounds, you know, really just treating your senses to let your soul know that it is safe right now. Now, bottom deck energy is dry desert, and I always feel called to share that with this card, there is life in the desert. As barren as it feels, as hopeless as it feels, as isolated as you may be feeling right now, there is life. Plants grow, creatures survive there. The desert changes with time as well. Things can change very rapidly. There wasn't a dune there before, and yet overnight the wind has created a sand dune. You know, there are oases, I think that's how you say it, in the desert. What I want to say is the situation is only temporary. As barren as it feels, there is life there. There is things growing. Things are coming into fruition. We can't control the timing, but know that the universe works in mysterious ways. And if you set that intention and you allow yourself to instigate moments of joy and happiness in your present, your future will not be as dry as this desert. This is only temporary, group 2. So I hope that resonated. I hope that wasn't too rambly. Cleaning house, I'm just going to show you that. That might help you feel more comfortable at home if you cull out some of the things that are frustrating for you, that give you anxiety, that are really just getting on your nerves. But anyway, calling your message there. It's been a long reading for you, group 2, so thank you so much for sticking through. If you made it this far, I hope that was informative. Remember, you are the expert in your life. Take what resonates. Don't let the rest take from you. Thank you for being patient with me while I rambled. Stay safe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye! Hi, group 3, and welcome. If you chose this red, almost satin, it's not quite. I said it was in the intro, but it's not quite. If you chose this red scrunchie, then this is going to be your reading. So group 3, there's always one group that I'm really excited to see, and it's you guys today. It's sometimes always group 3, but it does change, so welcome. This might be my group. So group 3, we're doing something a little bit different today. We're going to be doing career and life predictions. Hoping to get a bit of insight on your current situation, and also making some predictions about your future situation as well in both areas. Now, for a lot of us, well, I don't want to say a lot of us, but I am a Capricorn, so my career can very quickly become my whole life. It gets very toxic. So I wanted to incorporate both career and life to maybe highlight where those two areas are intertwining and where they need to be separated as well, or just how different they may be. Well, we really don't know. It's been different for both of the groups so far, so we'll see where we go with you. I'm starting with career for you, group number 3. So, what can you tell me about group number 3's career, Spirit? What's going on in group number 3's career? What can you tell me about the future of group number 3's career? Can you tell me about the future? Contemplation is the best way to describe this card for you, group 3. There's something about your future that's incredibly exciting, and yet there's so many unknown variables. There's a lot of different avenues for you, and you should be recognizing all the different paths you can take. It's not a split. It's not like I take A or B. You have multiple options. There's something coming back to you as well. Perhaps there's this feeling as though you're at a new notch in your journey, that you're leveling up, and you need a little bit more information, or you need a little bit more wealth, you need a little bit more money before you can progress to the next stage. There's something really exciting about this though, like you have options. It feels good to you to know that you're not only really secure right now, but you can also level up here. You're not limiting your options either. Group 3, Spirit, what's going on in their career? Group 3. I think this is something that you try not to overthink for fear of losing it. You're being really careful at focusing on what you do have. There's something about your career that leaves you feeling a little bit uncertain. Like there's this energy of it could all be taken away in a day. Perhaps you've worked really hard to get to where you are, group 3, and you're really trying to stay present, because there's this feeling of wanting to focus on what you have. There's this fear of losing. So you really try to stay ahead, but you also try to stay present, if that makes sense. Like, it's bizarre. On one hand, you don't want to think too far ahead, and yet on the other hand, you're just really appreciating exactly where you are. I hope that makes sense. Group 3, Spirit. What can you tell me about their career? What's going on in the future of their career? What's going on in the future of their career? Wait a minute. I won't take it, but it did want to flash itself. So you got the moon reversed. So more information is coming to you, but also don't discredit your dreams, okay? You're allowed to dream big. There's something about your future that leaves you feeling uncertain. You're afraid to let go of something. Perhaps some of you are juggling multiple income revenues at the moment, and you're afraid to let go of something, so you're allowing both to exist in your life, but part of you kind of knows that you can't really keep doing this. The card that just fell out was the 5 of Swords. So this card really just talks about inconsistent communication, if I'm honest. It's a card of if the two parties involved had just communicated exactly what they wanted to say, they wouldn't be in this situation. But instead, one of them chose to walk away before a resolution could be achieved. So there could be potential conflict coming. There's a strong desire for resolution, but instead of offering that information, you both agree to settle and leave it as it is. And it kind of doesn't help, if I'm honest. There's still this underlying rift. There's still this understanding of, well, you're not happy here, are you? You don't really want to be here forever, do you? And this card is trying to leave you with questions like this. to help instigate this change that is needed, because emotionally you're almost unavailable to, if you are currently juggling several different things like study, like work, or maybe you have multiple jobs, you're not really invested in any one of them because it's pulling you in all the directions at the moment. So this card is trying to offer change, trying to simplify your situation. And in order to offer change, there needs to be some sort of conflict first, an ability for you to speak up and voice your needs. But if one of you chooses to walk away without doing that, then the problem continues. Now we have the Empress reversed, so there is this feeling as though you're not able to express yourself authentically. The Empress is talking about fertility, creation, creativity, abundance in its own way, allowing an environment for this to be harnessed. The Empress doesn't give anyone anything except a safe environment for them to explore themselves, basically. And it's like you can't do that. You can't fully explore yourself or the potential of your opportunities. You're aware that you have options, and yet none of them seem to fully ground. You feel like you don't have this opportunity to explore them safely. You feel like you're a bit stunted here in your growth. It feels like you should have expressed yourself more clearly back here when this change occurred in order for you to be living in this Empress energy. But instead, because you either cut yourself short or the person you were talking to chose to walk away, the opportunity for growth wasn't achieved. What's going on though? What's shifting for group 3 in their career? What's shifting? The King of Swords, welcome, sir. So you definitely have options. Look at the 2 birds in the background there. You have options. And I think that you're being very diplomatic about that. I think that you're not choosing to tell your employers or your teachers or the people who you may work for that you have options. But you're definitely observing your situation. You're receiving information and you're wanting to make a fair decision here. Another reader, it might be Joy from Journey in Light. I watch so many tarot readings in my spare times that I always forget to remember all the usernames, but I think it's Journey in Light. Whenever the King of Swords comes out for her, she interprets him as like the justice holder, the justice keeper. And it's true. The King of Swords is like a judge. They research as much information about the situation that they can. They send their scouts out to gather all the information they need, and then they move forward, making the action or stating the justice required to be served as they perceive it. So I feel like right now, you know you have options and you're really just trying to gain more information in order to make the right decision for you. But in doing so, you appear withdrawn, like you're not exactly, and people around you are noticing in your workplace that you aren't as invested as you used to be. People are noticing that your emotions at times are irregular. I don't want to say unstable, but it certainly feels like you don't fully express yourself when you should. The other card that fell out was the Sun. So you're really trying to stay present. There's something about your options that is quite exciting for you. There's something about it that really makes you happy, and that there's fear to pursue that happiness because you don't see it as being secure. You don't see it as being everlasting. There's this feeling as though it's only temporary and that it's not a sure investment in terms of a career or a future. But it makes you so happy, Group 2. And you are right to continue to try to create your happiness from day to day. Oh, I'm going to get advice at the end, but what's going on? What's shifting for Group 3s? Did I call you Group 2 before? I'm so sorry. What is shifting for Group 3's career? Group 3's career. Okay. Can I get another card? 2, please. What is shifting? Hey, welcome. Oh, wow. Big energies for you. All right, so a lot is happening. Follow your happiness, Group 3. You won't fail if you follow your happiness. What is shifting is you're going to get all the information, and then it's about making the decision that makes you happy. You don't owe anybody anything, and the people around you are going to understand because they predicted it themselves. They saw you withdrawing. As soon as they saw that you had options, as soon as they saw that fire in your eyes when you started talking about your passions, they knew. So be honest with yourself, be honest with them, do what you need to do to get the information, follow your happiness. There's a separation coming, so you're removing one of these options in order to follow the others. It's painful. You got to walk away, you know, but this change was inevitable because you aren't happy, and it's very taxing. It takes a lot of energy doing what you're doing right now. You're simplifying your situation, but there is a bit of pain here because you do need to walk away from people that you respect or people that you have grown to become attached to. The Three of Swords is saying that your communication could be a little bit more clear here. There is a way to resolve this conflict without offending people, and you just need to be honest, you know? Be very clear as to why you need to leave or drop one of these responsibilities, and ensure that you're giving enough time. For some reason, there's this feeling as though you might not be giving enough time. Like, you might hit breaking point one day and just walk out on one of your jobs or on one of your study ventures. So just make sure you give enough notice. Under the Empress card, we've got some interesting energies. I want to show you the bottom deck energy. The main message that I'm getting with this card is now or never. All right? You have invested enough into this, Group 3. It's now or never. Seven of Pentacles is also telling me that it is going to take time, but in that sense, it's something that you can rely on, you know? It's not going to be in and out like a quick flash like you were expecting. Some of you only saw one of these projects as being temporary, and now that it's actually becoming something more substantial, it's something that you can rely on. It's something that you can invest your energy into. With the Empress here reversed, there's many things that you could potentially do to help harness your growth with one of your ventures. I feel that you're following your heart in this. You also need to be following your intuition. It kind of feels like over here, you get the information, you start to follow your happiness, you experience this pain, and then you doubt yourself because of the pain that you went through. You're starting to think, did I make the right decision? Yes, you did. Trust your intuition. This is happening for you, not to you. The Wheel of Fortune is upright. You will be successful, but you kind of still doubt that with the Eight of Pentacles reversed. This is determined, what is this? Like dedicated effort is the phrase that I think of when I see this card. Dedicated effort, Group 3. And yet there's hesitancy to believe that. And it's that doubt that limits the growth here because the Empress has appeared. And I feel that whenever this card comes out, regardless of whether it's upright or reversed, it is the potential for growth. It is the potential for success, for stability. Yet there's fear with this High Priestess. On one hand, you're trusting your intuition, but on the other hand, that means that you have to disobey your logical mind, and all of a sudden you're bringing fear into the equation. And all of a sudden the good luck seems like it's only temporary. Well, how long will the wheel be upright? Surely I'm going to receive a windfall soon. Surely it's going to be negative soon, actually. Surely I'm not going to be this lucky for that long. And all of a sudden it reflects because you doubt yourself to the point where your actions reflect it. So don't lose faith. This is happening for you, not to you, Group 3, and you will be successful in this. Can I get some advice for Group 3's career, please, Spirit? Can I get some advice for Group 3's career? Some advice, please. Okay, well, what do you need to release? You're juggling too much right now. You have options, which is exciting, but what do you need to release? The answers you need are coming. Stay in that King of Swords energy. The answers you need are coming. Show the world the real you. I mean, for me, that's black and white. You have something very unique to offer with this Aquarius card. There is something about one of your projects that needs to be out there. The world needs that. That's something that other people cannot provide. There's something incredibly unique about this, and you could have the potential here to completely make yourself very happy and follow your dreams all in one. Show the world the real you. You have something so unique to offer. You need to believe in that. The answers you need are coming. With this full moon in Gemini, there is going to be a decision to make. And I think that the best thing you can do is follow your happiness. Bottom deck energy is you are good enough. It's reversed. You don't entirely believe it yet. There's still doubt, but you will get there. Spirit would never show you this only to highlight your insecurities. It is about confirming that you are good enough, Group 3. You can pull this off. You have something so unique to offer the world. Please don't limit yourself. All right, I'm going to pop these away and we're going to get some information about your life now. I want to know what's going on in your life. Oh, speaking of your life, a new romantic cycle begins, apparently. Apparently, that's quite exciting. I'm going to shuffle these as well, but I like doing this just to get the cards as mixed up as possible, especially when I'm doing 2 separate readings back to back like this. It looks so silly, but I just want to make sure. All right. So, Group 3 Spirit, what is next in love? No, this isn't that kind of reading. Group 3, please, Spirit. What is coming next in their life? What's going on in their life, should I just say? That Moonology card threw me off. What is going on in their life? The moon. Oh, so there's a lot happening in the background for you. You wants to know. There's some sort of truth that needs to be revealed to you. With this moon card reversed, it's been a long time coming. It's perhaps something you dream about. It's something you're afraid of as well. It's something that you're afraid will never happen. I think that you internalize a lot of your emotions, Group 3. There's something about you that says to me that you don't share a lot of what you're feeling with the people around you. You kind of put on a brave face. There's something in your life that you keep secret from other people. It's easier, and it's not their burden to bear, but also you don't think that they'll understand. There's this feeling as though every now and then your mask cracks and you have to withdraw. Now, we have the Queen of Wands here with the 3 of Pentacles. So, repelling is what I'm feeling. Your life right now is incredibly frustrating because you feel so attractive and yet I don't want to say repulsive. No, you repel as well. What's the way to describe it? What I'm really picking up on is this feeling as though you're manifesting something incredibly specific, and it's put you in a position where you could receive many different options and opportunities, but instead you're waiting for this one specific thing to come to you. Your life is going to be about working together with someone. There's something shifting that means that you don't have to be stuck like this. You may have an admirer in your life as well. I don't know why love didn't come up for the other 2 groups, but for you, I feel as though there's something about your energy that is quite twisted into something else, and it makes you hard to get to, Group 3. The people around you can tell that you're emotionally distant. The people around you feel you pull away from them. They don't understand why, and you're looking at the secret, you know? Look at these 2 cards. The Queen of Wands is looking at the moon. You know that this secret is taking a lot out of you, but you're just kind of waiting for that opportunity to come clean, or to release it, to let it out. You're manifesting this, I believe, with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is an attractive energy, and I think that you also attract other people into your life during the process, but you're not able to give to them because of this secret. Now, the 3 of Pentacles here, there's some sort of collaboration happening. There's something about working with other people. You're being admired for something. It's not too big, like in terms of the 6 of Wands, public recognition, but it is this feeling as though your small circle is coming together. Your small circle, like I'm just seeing like a triangle, specifically like that with the 3 Pentacles. It just feels as though the pieces to the puzzle are coming together. What can you tell me about Group 3's life, Spirit? We have the 10 of Pentacles, so you are on the right track. As burdensome as your emotions seem to be to you, as burdensome as the secret is, the opportunity to have abundance here is well, it's in your cards. I was going to say it's well on the way. Really what it feels like is you are creating this Ten of Pentacles with people who mean a lot to you. You're collaborating with someone. Now I'm seeing 3 people here, so perhaps a friend is going to help this happen. There may be 3 key figures in this, but like just the way that I'm holding my fingers, there's like there's someone who sits at the top, then there's like an alpha, and then there's a beta, and then there's I'm terrible, I shouldn't have started that because I don't know who the 3rd one is. But that's what it feels like. So someone, if this is love, group 3, someone could be helping you become acquainted with the person that you want a future with. I feel as though you're meeting someone who is going to help you create the future that you want. You're coming together, and it's like someone is bringing this person to you. Like, I'm just looking at the way that, so this person is out here, right, creating this beautiful masterpiece. They're in their own little world. They're trying to distract themselves from this secret. And then they see their friend and they're like, hey, I haven't seen you in ages. Who's this person that you've brought with you? And your friend says, yeah, they really love pentacles too. They love making cement pentacles for churches and other old buildings. And you're kind of like, really? What kind of person would like doing that? I thought I was just my own weird self. I thought I was my own perfectly strange Aquarius self. And in that moment, you kind of informally become introduced to your future. Whether it's a business partner, whether it's a romantic partner, there's a lot of success in this opportunity here. This person that you're meeting or coming together with is going to contribute a lot to your future. So it's quite substantial, really. You're going to click, and at first I feel like you're so used to repelling people because you have this secret that you're just not entirely comfortable with that situation at first. But over time, and this person is going to be incredibly invested in your dreams and the future that you both want, you're going to realize that you can trust them and that there's someone secure. There's someone who is on the same page as you, group 3. They want the future that you want. So it could be a business partner, or it could really just be a life partner here. Group 3 spirit, what is going on in their life? What is shifting for them? We have the 6 of Cups underneath our moon. So honestly, what I feel is shifting is there's a lot of nostalgia around you. There's a lot of wishing. I'm just getting this energy of someone looking up at the moon or looking up at the sky at night during the day, just wishing for their dreams to come true. Someone is admiring you from afar, I feel. They're aware of you already. They want to cross paths with you. There's a feeling as though someone from your past might be coming back, but I just feel like you shouldn't discredit your wishes, group 3. Something about your wishes is creating this reality for you. You're manifesting this positive outcome through the wishes that you keep saying to the sky at night, during the day, the moon, the stars, the sun. It's manifesting your future. We have the Page of Cups here. Excuse me, I just got to wipe my nose. When I channel, my nose gets really fluidy. Ugh, it's so gross. Sorry, it's very distracting too. This is coming under the Queen of Cups. So someone wants to put out that fire, that fiery front. Someone is coming with their cup and they're like, you know what, I know there's not enough water in this cup to put out the fire that you have put around you, but I'm going to try. They're trying to crack your hard exterior. Perhaps it's an apology, I feel. Perhaps someone needs to kind of schmooze their way in because they might have ignited that fire in the past. It feels like someone from your past. But regardless, this Page of Cups is someone who is trying to crack your hard exterior. I feel like it's reversed because they feel sorry as soon as they see you. As soon as they see you, it's like it all comes rushing back, is what I'm hearing. Now, you also have songs in the description box below, and I remember your songs being very random to me. I had done group 1 and group 2 songs, and then I got to your group, and I was like, what does this even mean? So I hope that there are messages in the lyrics for you. As always, take what resonates, don't let the rest take from you. But there's something about this person's energy. They come in and they almost immediately need to apologize. It's like they've immediately wronged you. Or perhaps they're immediately doubting their success. It's like they go with the intention of talking to you, and as soon as they see you, they lose all their confidence. And I think it's because you are in this repelling energy. Whether you mean to be or not, you're incredibly attractive and yet you repel because there's this fiery wall in front of you. You're focusing on this secret and keeping people at a distance because of it. It has to do with your emotions. And this page comes in. They want to talk to you, and you're both both on the same page, even though it's reversed. You're both facing each other, and yet they feel incredibly timid. They feel like you're going to bite their head off, and they feel like they need to apologize. And for a lot of you, they lose that confidence that they had when they walked in. Now, the interesting thing about these cards is if they were upright, these two people wouldn't be looking at each other, you know? But it's like in that moment of being reversed, this queen being incredibly attractively repellent and this page being confidently naive, it brings these two people together. So I do feel as though this is a secret that the two of you may share, because the moon is what the queen was looking at up until this moment. And then all of a sudden this page comes in, and all she can look at is the page. So this could be a secret that the two of you share together. You'll know what I mean if that resonates for you. If not, just know that this page is very determined to crack your hard exterior. Now, group 3 spirit, what is shifting in their life? What is shifting? What is shifting? Okay. All right, so there's going to be more time for you, group 3. I hope that... Oh, see, this is conflicting. Hang on a minute. I'm going to get one more card. But I just realized I'm saying there's going to be more time for you, and yet this card has landed beneath the 3 of Pentacles. So while, yes, I'm anticipating a lot of time to rest, a lot of time to maybe just rebalance your life after feeling so pulled towards so many different career paths, it also feels like with that 3 of Pentacles, you might have more time to spend with certain people. What is shifting? What is going on? The Ace of Wands. Holy heck. All right. So there's a lot of passion coming towards you. And you are like not here for it. With that Queen of Wands, you're like, come correct or don't come at all. And it's coming. It really wants to come with this Ace of Wands upright. There's a repurposing of old energy with that Ace of Wands. There's a feeling of a rebirth. My nose is really itchy, and I know a lot of readers say when that happens, someone from your past is coming back. It could be this Page of Cups. My nose wasn't itchy until now. I feel incredibly uncomfortable and also incredibly gassed up by the energy of this card. The Eight of Wands is a lot of fast-moving energy, impatience, communication, wanting to say the right thing. How can I say the right thing? It might have something to do with that 3 of Pentacles. It feels as though, for a lot of you, all right, this person comes in, they're introduced to you through a third party. You meet them and you click and you're like, okay, that's cool, but surely it's not that significant. Some of you will end up spending a lot of time with this person. You'll end up dreaming about this person if you're not already, if you don't know who this person is. They're a lot more substantial than you realized to begin with. And when they come back, it's like this feeling of peace. Like, finally, you don't have to carry the weight of the moon on your shoulders, you know? Like, there's a weird feeling of peace and passion at the same time. It's really interesting. It's completely bizarre, actually. Can I get some information about this person? I didn't do this for any other groups because it didn't throw me off this much, but group 3 spirit, what can you tell me about this person that's coming in? Oh, okay. So this person has a lot of potential in your life. There feels like there could have been a false start in the beginning, sorry. Why did I say in the end? In the beginning, there could have been a false start, but there's a lot of abundance here. There's a lot of potential here with the 3. There's a potential to create something together. Someone might have walked away in the past. You may know this person. They have a familiarity to them. There's something about them coming back that brings you a lot of peace. There's some resolution coming regardless. There's a feeling as though this cycle has not ended yet. The 5th chakra here is saying that there's something that needs to be said that hasn't been said yet, and it's incredibly frustrating. It is so frustrating. I just want to get it all off my chest and say it once and for all. The action needs to be authentic, though. That is what the delay is. The truth is, there are many ways to communicate, but if this person doesn't say it in person, then it seems inauthentic. They need to say it correctly. And just know that this person has a lot of emotions towards you that they haven't yet expressed. This is someone, regardless of gender, who is feeling incredibly passionate and emotionally attached to you. They haven't told you any of this yet. There's a lot of potential abundance here. It depends if you want it or not, because somebody did walk away in the past. Bottom deck energy is action reverse. There's a desire to propel forward, but the fear of being disauthentic is what is limiting them. Disauthentic, unauthentic, inauthentic, there's the word. Secrets haven't been revealed yet, and the two of you know that, you feel that, but that is what is happening in your life, group 3. There's the opportunity to create something here with someone who could be a business partner, but they feel like a life partner, if I'm honest. They feel like a life partner. Can I get some advice for group 3 overall, Spirit? Some advice for group 3 overall? What advice do you have for group 3? Overall, please, Spirit. What is the advice for group 3? There's a specific message in here, apparently. There it is. Sacred pool. Holy heck, this is so beautiful. Oh, I just want to lie in there. Oh my God, the energy I got from this card, it's hitting my heart chakra with all that green. Oh, you know what this is reminding me of? I know you already have your songs, group 3, but please look at the song 10,000 Emerald Pools by Boland. And I'm going to put that up on the screen as well. Actually, I'll put that in the description box, because this is what this is giving me that feeling of. If you listen to that song with headphones, there's something incredibly therapeutic and yet overwhelming about that energy in that song. And that is what I feel with this card. There's a lot of peace coming, and yet there's so much passion that I just feel overwhelmed at the same time. It's like this is too good to be true. This water is so soothing. Please believe in your dreams. Don't give up. This card is calling for your heart space to open up. You feel incredibly repellent, and yet you deserve what is coming to you, so please be open to receive it. With this card here, I feel incredibly happy and excited for you. So the advice is, continue believing, don't give up, allow your heart space to be open, and keep doing your healing work, whatever that is for you. Don't let doubt overcome you, especially with your career. You are a unique person who deserves to show the real them to the world. The real world needs to see you, group 3. You have something so unique to offer. And there's something incredibly healing about your energy, and yet what is coming to you is going to make you so happy in so many different ways that I just want to cry. It's so beautiful. So please look after yourself, group 3. That is the only card I want to show you except for the bottom deck, which is making a choice here. And it's another 3. There's a lot of abundance up ahead. A lot of abundance up ahead. It all depends on you. Follow your happiness, group 3. Follow your heart. Follow your happiness. All right, I'm going to call it there so I can go and sage myself before I cry too much. Look after yourself. I'm very excited. I hope that was informative. Take what resonates. Don't let the rest take from you. You're the expert in your life, group 3, and I'll see you in another video. Oh, goodness. Bye.